the types of emotional vampires that I think it's really important to know about is the borderline personality, otherwise known as a splitter. As a psychiatrist, I've learned about these patients from my early training, and these are people who will come into a hospital environment or come into my office, and they will split people. One person is good, one person is bad. You're either an angel or you're the devil, and they know how to turn the staff against each other. And so it's really important in your life to be able to recognize these splitters and to be able to deal with them effectively. Otherwise, they can drain your energy, they can create chaos in your home, and they can really disrupt a work environment. And a splitter is somebody who either idolizes you or brings you down. And it could be your boyfriend's ex-wife. It could be somebody who tries to separate you by making you into the bad person and they're the good person. And so when you approach these people, it's important to set clear but firm boundaries, to be able to say, no, I didn't do that, and no, we have to interact in this way, and not feed into them. As a psychiatrist, when I have patients who are borderlines or splitters, what they are so good at is learning how to create angry situations and evoke anger in you. And what they do when they don't get what they want is they act out, and they often cut their wrists, or they have these cries for help, or they create chaos in an environment, or they run away, or they're missing people. Whatever they do, they create incredible drama. And the bottom line for a borderline personality is that they feel like they're nothing inside. They feel like they have no sense of identity. And so what they get energized by is to get reactions in you. And that's what they get fed by. And so they cut their wrists. They end up in a hospital emergency room because they feel like they're nothing inside and they need an external reaction. And so the best way to deal with a borderline is compassionate, to be compassionate, but not to get hooked in by their dramas or their dilemmas, and to be able to set kind but firm limits with them, to be able to say to yourself, I am not going to get hooked in by this, and that if I do have a borderline, let's say a borderline ex-wife that's trying to separate me from my boyfriend, to have honest talks with your boyfriend and say, no, we have to have a united front here to deal with this person so that they can't get in and drive a wedge between you and your loved ones, as opposed to getting upset, as opposed to fighting back or breaking down or arguing with the person. That is not the way to deal with a borderline. And so for you to stay emotionally free and emotionally stable, it's important to recognize the borderline personalities in your life, to be able to see who they are and to set the limits with them so they don't usurp your power.